we are Group 3. Today we are going to talk about our project, Blended Eagle Village. I'm Lam Wai. So let's start with the basic requirements. For the basic screen setup, we imported a ground plan with terrain, which contains the slope mountain. We add the dynamic sunrise sky color change and the forge as the background element. For the object to compose the screen, we decided an Alaska village with houses, grass lawns, and street lamps in both sides of the river. For the basic animation, we add two eagles guide in the forge as the translation. The eagles circles around the center of the screen by showing in tracing for the rotation. For the scaling, we scaled the eagle's wings along the x-axis. In the code, we used the variable x-compress radial to represent the amount of x-axis compressions applied to both wings. When the wings flip, their positions are scaled according to the variable, which will naturally move the wings closer to the center and closer to the body. It makes the gaps will less likely to appear. In lighting and shadowing, we use sunlight as the ambient light and the directional light. When the street lamps are added as the point light. For the texture, we use two grasses texture, two slope for the slope mountain, and the water texture. And for the objects, we use the trees and the wood texture. For the camera control, we provided fixed camera and a controllable camera for the user. Let's move on to the middle level requirements with our teammates.
I will present about the middle level requirement. Firstly, I will talk about the object interaction animation. We could see that after the fog cleared, there are two both eagle notice each other and begin chasing in circle. You could see they fly in parallel in the beginning. They keep chasing and then they fly away when they get tired. Secondly, I will talk about the hierarchical transformation. We structure each model into a hierarchy. The parent is face matrix. The both eagles body, left wing and right wing are each children. This keeps the entire model corners as it moves through the scene. Firstly, I will talk about the enhanced lighting. We have multiple light sources in the animation. The first one is ambient light. It adds face brightness everywhere. And we have directional light. It is sunlight for the whole scene, and the light direction is pointing from the light toward the surface. And we have front light. There are small warm lamps on lamp tree. They flex and fade with distance. Without the material light, we could see there are the light of plane could illuminate the house, but the light of feather cannot because there are obstacles. And some part of water surface are bright, but while other are not. About the sunrise dynamic light, the light is gradient. It will change during sunrise. Finally, I will talk about the visual coherence. All objects like plane, mountain, and bald eagle, etc., texture and style are in the style of a Alaskan small village.
So now I'll talk about our implementation on advanced level requirements and bonus mark requirements. We have implemented all of them, both of them. The first is fog and atmospheric effect. We have implemented the fog effect. As you can see that in the scene, the fog is under the Alaska village, and you cannot see the houses, the grass lawns, and the street lights. All you can see is the heavy fog. And we also implemented the height effect, that a lower height indicates a heavier fog. Another one is the water reflection. As you can see that this is a piece of the river. You can see the water. It makes the sky color. And there is also a ripple effect, which we'll talk about later. The method we use to mix the sky color and the other color is by using the Fresnel factor, which we have included it in our project report. About the storytelling excellence, we have a clear narrative subtitle with beginning, middle, and end. About the two bald eagles fly synchronously, they chase each other, and they fly away. We also include the storytelling with object behavior and interaction. As you can see that the major part of our story is about two bald eagles chase after each other. And we also use effective pacing, timing, and dramatic moments. As you can see that the story begins as the fog disappears and two bald eagles, they have seen each other and they begin chase after each other. The sun rises and several moments later they fly away. So we have the dramatic moments. The sun rises and the bald eagles still chasing after each other. This is a significant dramatic moment. We also have emotional impact and viewer engagement because the default camera position, you can see the whole scene of the two bald eagles' behavior and their interactions. And we have also visual compositions. We design two bald eagles to fly and chase other at an appropriate height. So you can see the village, it's lower, and two bald eagles are much higher, and they chased after each other. They made the animation significantly harmony and visual appealing. We have also implemented two bald eagle interactivities. We have two kind of camera controls, fly through and object focus, as you can operate on the camera by yourself. And we have time control. You can reset the story to t equals 0, that is beginning of the story. You can play and pause. You can also fast forward to make the animation play in a faster speed. And you can also reload the fog to make the scene refilled with fog. So now I'll talk about our bonus mark requirements. And the first and the most important is the 3D character animation. It's about the bald eagle. We have articulated eagle parts. They are body, the left wing, and the right wing. And we achieved this using a hierarchical skeleton structure. We use the base matrix, and we use the children, that is the body, and the left wings and right wings. So we have two distinct character animations. The first is gliding, and the second is flapping flight. So these two distinct character animations are the most important flight postures of the bald eagle, which will also make the animation significantly visual appealing. And our story is about two bald eagles, so our 3D character animation is very important to our project. And our model, the bald eagle model, is originally made by AI, but we majorly refine it, split it to body, head, beak, eyes, and two wings. And we also post-processing it to make it appropriate and be able to use it in the WebGL environment. So the last is about the advanced techniques. We implemented the shadow effect and water ripple. The water ripple is we used a sine wave to make sure that the water ripples, and there we can see there is an apparent ripple. And we also implemented the shadow effect. As you can see, we have the complex terrain, and as the sun directional lights on the terrain, as you can see, there are shadows. So we have implemented these two techniques. That's all. Thank you.